Hey guys, and welcome to Organized ADHD Chaos. I'm Cindy, and if you notice something strange about my voice, yes, I don't sound like myself right now, which, now that I think about it, could be contributing to the way I'm feeling, because I do have a cold also. But I'm at the point now where I don't even know what to say or do anymore. I mean, the anxiety is really high, but I also feel like I'm just exhausted and I just cannot deal with the world anymore. Not, okay, no, that sounded very overly, it's not in a suicidal way, more in I want to go to bed, pull the covers over my head, and not talk to anybody for a week thing. Okay, so So basically, I just made, something where I'm feeling crummy into, something of a catastrophe. But, it's like I keep wondering, am I on the verge of a breakdown? Is that what's going on? Or is this, my mind is saying, look, you are on, first of all, information overload, which I know right now a lot of us probably are. Is it that, my body and mind are saying you are doing too much worrying and too much, it's time to take a step back? Or is it that, I don't know, am I going into a major depression? Lord, I hope not. That would be it's been a long time since I've been in one. And a lot of times the patterns do go where I have massive anxiety and then wind up very depressed. Usually when that happens, it's because I didn't listen when I had the anxiety. Right now I'm trying to listen, but I'm really not sleeping as much as I should. And that is causing trouble as well. And then, I got sick on top of it. So now I've got that going on. I have stuff I need to be doing. And yet I finally took a shower. So that's, done. I don't know. Maybe I just needed a day where I didn't do as much. Because Monday and yesterday, I was busy all day, it seemed. So maybe that's what's going on. Maybe I just needed a day where I stay in my robe, most of the day. Although I have to go to my son's school to volunteer later on today, so I will have to get dressed at some point. Or maybe I am on my way into a breakdown, which, that would be bad. I think part of my problem is that, on one hand, it's a very lucky thing that I'm able to do this, but on the other hand, it does cause me trouble. Because, as I've said before, I'm a stay-at-home mom, which I have been for a long, long time. Over 13 years. And my kids have been in school for a while. So that leaves me with a lot of time where I can do whatever, plan my day out in any order I want, or, anything like that, which is great. It leaves me with time I can go to their school and volunteer and stuff like that. The main problem is I am not good at scheduling myself. Putting a schedule together for myself and sticking to it. So when I don't have that outside, source of, oh, getting a text. When I don't have that outside source to tell me, okay, at this time you do this, or, you need to be here at this time, I can blow an entire day like it's nothing and not even realize it. And that part kind of sucks, because I don't want to be that person who does nothing, or, I don't want to be lazy. And I have felt that way most of my life. I guess maybe I need to make it my goal to get started on the dining room. That's a big thing. And I keep looking down instead of at the camera. It's because today I am on my computer. I didn't even have the energy to set up the tripod for my, what I regularly use. So I just opened up the computer. And it's really weird because there is the screen right below where I can see what I'm doing. And maybe I should just... There. Now it's gone. Now I don't have to worry about that because it keeps distracting me. So I guess I'll need to set up some goals for myself. Because, I don't want to be all about complaining and this is what's wrong and this and that without at least trying to come up with a solution. Trying to at least come up with something that could help. So on, I guess next week, because this week, okay, my son, his birthday is coming up, so I got stuff to do for that. But starting next week, and I'll have to get the days, and write them down, but start working on the dining room and get that cleaned up. And that would be great, because that is a huge stressor, how messy my dining room is. And I think the other thing I'm going to need to do, for my own sanity, is start a very limited news schedule for myself. Like, you cannot be checking, Facebook or Twitter for news every 5 minutes. Even if I have to, do something to where I'm blocking myself from it, just because I'm driving myself crazy doing that. And that's not good. That's not helping my family out. That's not helping anybody else out either, So, how can I do anything for anyone when I'm driving myself crazy? That doesn't work. So I have to do that. And the exercise. I always bring that up, but it's so true. It's that first step that is so hard. Motivating myself to get started is so hard. Once I'm doing it, it's awesome. I love it. I feel great. But forcing the motivation is such a hard thing to do. And hopefully that'll help. Because this, after the holidays, I did the video about feeling blah. And it's like that feeling has just gone, even more so. And that's not good. I've got to do something to get out of this, because this just kind of sucks. But that's what I'm going to do. I got a plan. Got a plan to limit my exposure to media. To start taking care of my home and family in a more regularly. Do better on that. And then, start exercising. and force myself to go to bed earlier. Because that's part of the problem, is I'm staying up way too late. I mean, I have to get up at, I wake up at 6, get out of bed at, 6:30. And I don't fully wake up at 6. I start waking up at 6. But yeah, and that time really is not a flexible time. I have to be up by that time. So I got to go to bed early enough that I can get the full 8 hours that people need. I saw, it was when I started seeing my therapist. She asked me how long I sleep and how long I need to sleep. And I said, well, at that time I was sleeping maybe 6 hours a night. So I said, yeah, I sleep about 6 hours. I said, but I know I need 8 to 9 hours. And she said, oh, so you're human. Just to drive the point home that yes, human beings need that amount of sleep. It is not lazy to have that amount of sleep. It's a good thing to have that amount of sleep. It's what you need for your cells to repair and grow, and for your brain to take on new information and to be able to process that. Apparently I can't pronounce words. Process that information. And I think that's why my mind is such a jumbled mess, is because I'm not getting the rest that I need. So, gotta do something about that too. So there, I've got, I've got a plan, and I think that will be helpful, and make sure I have regular social stuff. That's good. That's really good. So, got myself a plan. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and keep putting one foot in front of the other, and try to dig out of this. I'm not a gotta pull yourself up by the bootstraps person, because I know that doesn't work. The putting pressure on yourself to force things to be better, and to blame myself when things aren't. I know that's not productive, but having a solid plan, sorry about that, I think I just shook the camera. Solid plan to help myself is a good thing. So I'm gonna go with that, and I will check back in with how it's going. And I hope if any of you are in the same place as I am right now, that you're able to, also put together a plan that will help you, and to talk to somebody if you need more than that. Talking to somebody is good, and I do talk. I do talk to somebody about this stuff, so that's good. And I hope that you do the same if you're having the same issues, and just keep putting one foot in front of the other. And remember, be kind to yourself. That's very important. We can be our worst enemies, and we can be so mean to ourselves, just so nasty to ourselves, and say things to ourselves that we would never, ever say to anybody else. So be kind to yourselves and to each other. I'll see you next week. Bye.